This is my face. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Um, I'm sick. Um, I was gone last week, as most of you guys know. Um, and yeah, I got sick while I was traveling. Or did I? Am I just birds now? Am I the reality of the situation was I was kidnapped by the CIA and I was replaced with a artificial intelligence. I I'm not dead. Jon didn't die. I'm just replaced with artificial intelligence until further notice. What you're seeing on screen is actually a deep fake. Um, we worked the program worked real hard on this, so I hope it looks good. I mean, I don't see any seams or anything in the CG. Anyways, I'm back. I'm excited to be back. I'm a little low energy, forgive me, and my voice is kind of hoarse. I don't know how it sounds to you guys. To me, everything sounds way different. Uh, let's see. Um, yeah, I got um some pressure in my ears and some sinus stuff going on. Sorry if I have to blow my nose later. I probably will, to be honest. And yeah, I apologize for any of the other distracting things. Before I get started, of course, check out wilddinosaur.com. You can get all my merch there. I got some t-shirts. That's the No Friends on This Planet album cover, or it was really two singles, but No Friends on This Planet album art or single art, whatever you want to call it. Along with, I have tote bags. Got these things going on here. This is Big Chief. That's the name of this one. And really high quality canvas bags with different colored handles. I got red on this. There's, I think, yellow and black are options there. So check out wilddinosaur.com. It really, 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 really helps my channel when you guys buy stuff. All right. Well, where was I? Why was I gone for a week? Well, like I said, I was replaced by the CIA. And no, I'm just kidding. I went to go visit family in San Francisco. So I drove up to San Francisco with my sister, and we were there for like 2 days, 2 nights. We were there for 2 nights. We were going to be there a day earlier. I was supposed to leave on Monday, but we ended up leaving Tuesday. Because my nephew, my little, what is he, 14, 18 months? He's 18 months. 18-month-old nephew got sick, and so Monday was not a good day, so I just kind of took it easy. And I played some video games. I played, what's it called? King of Seas? I think that's the name of the game. Yeah. Yep, that's it. King of Seas for Switch. I bought it, I think it was, I don't know, $5 or something like that. And it looked like, I mean, I was coming off of Black Flag, so I was looking for something fun, even if it wasn't like super. I knew it wasn't going to be like crazy open world or anything like that, but I was just looking for something fun. The controls were a little bit weird. Took me a little bit to get used to. And I don't know if I'm going to go back to it, honestly. It was fine. I got a little far in the game, but yeah, that's what I did Monday, is I just played some King of Seas, which I should have. I made 2 mistakes video game wise in the last week. That would be the first one. I'll get over this. I'll talk about the second one in a little bit. So when I was in San Francisco, we took my nephew to the Discovery Museum, which is really cool it's for kids. Pardon me. It's in Sausalito, and it's right under basically right underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. That's a really cool spot. You get, get some good photography out there if you want. I didn't bring my camera. Well, I brought my camera with me, but I didn't take it to the museum, so I didn't get any pictures there. I have like one photo on my iPhone. Shoot, I should have thrown that into Streamlabs so you could have seen it. Oh wow, there's a lot of photos that saved my phone from WhatsApp, I guess. Here, I'll try to show this to the camera. You see that? Yeah, that not very great, but you can see that was a picture I took with my iPhone. But yeah, the Discovery Museum's great for kids. Some rooms there with just cool little activities and things. Yeah, and like a playground with boats, and there's some slides and things like that. And they have on-site food and stuff like that too. So we were there for a couple hours and watched my nephew walk around and check stuff out and see some cool things. And I had a good time too. San Francisco's got great food, so we were definitely eating well. My stepbrother, who we were staying with, he is a chef, and so he always makes great food too. Since they were just coming off of my nephew being sick, and they had to stay up for like, I don't know, it was like a full like 36 hours or something like that, with him at the hospital. He's fine, everything's fine. But yeah, they're just a little worried, and they stayed up all night at the hospital. We were all kind of just tired, I guess. So we ended up watching a bunch of Breaking Bad, which I'd watched a little bit of Breaking Bad. Oh, whoops. Forgot about that other bag. I'd watched a little bit of Breaking Bad in the past. I watched the first couple episodes, and I'm not saying it's a bad show. I think it's a good looking show. It's well done, but it's not for me. I had a hard time with those kinds of shows that are hyper stressful. The first time I watched a show that I found to be hyper stressful that I didn't have, that I kind of had to give up on, was Weeds back when I was in college. That was one of the popular shows that everybody was watching, and yeah, it was just like unnecessarily stressful. You know, sometimes characters get into situations where you're like, what? You would have been dead by now. So yeah, we watched some Breaking Bad. Got through. My sister-in-law had watched the first like 5 episodes, and I'd only seen the first 3, so I just was like, whatever, I'll watch with you guys. And so we got from like episode 5 or 6 in Breaking Bad through like half of season 2. I still probably won't keep up with it. My mom and sister are big Better Call Saul fans and Breaking Bad fans, so I do hear about it a lot. I just don't know if I'll go back to it. Yeah, certain shows I just have a hard time with getting into, and I'm very upfront with the fact that I love escapism. I like dumb sci-fi and fantasy stuff, and good sci-fi fantasy stuff too. So let's see. after we watched Breaking Bad, took my sister to the airport, and then I drove to the East Bay, visited my friend Ryan, friend of the show, Ryan, who's always in the chat, and his wife, Cerise, who's another good friend of mine. We all worked together at one point at a bookstore in Berkeley, and had a good time with them. They made some delicious food. Oh, super good. It was like food coma. And Ryan and I played music for a while. We've put out some music in the past, and we'll probably put out music together again in the future sometime. But I stayed over with them, and Ryan had some quick drums through, was it his phone? I think he had some drums on a randomized sequencer or something. I honestly didn't ask him what it was. I don't know why. I just he let me play his Strat, and I'm not a Strat guy, but Ryan's Strat I really like. It's a 97 Japanese Fender Strat. Vintage white, I think is what it's called. And yeah, for some reason it just plays really well. But again, I've never been a Strat guy, but I don't know. And it's weird because one of the guitars that I have that's not over here is in storage back there, is a Fender, what Ryan lovingly, I think I said it to him once, not thinking much about it, but I called it the Fender Freak Show. And Ryan's kind of stuck with that, the Freak Show. It's a Hobgoblin guitar. It's the body is a Fender. I guess it would have been it's weird how this happened in the earlier 2000s there, or maybe late 90s, I don't remember. There was the Squire the Squire 51, and then it didn't do I don't remember the whole history of it, but they ended up reissuing it as a Fender product, not a Squire product, and it's called the Fender Pawn Shop, and it kind of looks like a Strat body, but it's not. It's like a mix between a Strat and a Telecaster, and the neck that I have on it is a Telecaster neck, I believe. It's been a while since I played it. Woof. I'm really sorry. I might have to call it an early night just so I don't have too bad of a throat tomorrow. If this is too rough on me, I might have to cancel tomorrow, and I don't want to do that because I was gone all week, but I'll maybe make it an earlier show today and maybe an earlier show tomorrow or something. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, but I'll go at 5 tomorrow. You guys will see me again tomorrow at 5. So yeah, Ryan and I recorded some stuff. He'd accidentally recorded over something that we did a handful of years ago, but it happened to be a song that I've recorded about 30 times. So I ended up re-recording that. It's always fun doing stuff to tape. Ryan likes to use the 4-track, and so we recorded some stuff to the 4-track. I have one too. It's under my bed. I just don't have much space. Well, I didn't have much space for it until I redid my desk. So maybe one day I'll bust out the tape machine and do some stuff. Some learning curves that I don't remember because it's been so long since I've used it. But yeah. Anyways, after my visit with Ryan and Cerise, I was gonna call it a trip. Gosh darn it. But Sacramento is not very far, and I decided to take a random trip to Sacramento because I used to live there, and I visited my friend Mike and Carly, who when I was living in Sacramento a handful of years ago, I was roommates with Mike for a while. We knew each other from our college years, and yeah, he's a good guy. Carly's a great person. They're a great couple together. I'm a big fan. And got to go visit. When I was living with Mike, he had gotten a dog. He really wanted a dog, and so he'd gotten a little wiener dog, Marty. And Marty was kind of a dick when I lived with him. But it's been a handful of years since I'd seen Marty, and he's grown up. He's an older brother now. He's got a younger brother, Hans, another little wiener schnitzel. And yeah, I got to spend time with them in Sacramento. Sacramento, I've only been gone for like 3 or 4 years, and only 3 or 4 years is a long time for people, not for me, because time keeps on slipping. It's only been a handful of years, and the area that I lived in has started popping up a little bit more. We kind of saw it coming when we lived there, but it was nice going to visit because there was a lot of cool new restaurants and things going on in the area. It was nice. I can't remember the name of the shop, but I got some coasters from this. Yeah, there's one of my new coasters, and then here's the other one that I got. This one's my favorite. I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, I got them from this like gift shop there. It's a cool shop. But we also had pizza. Mike and I had gone. Carly worked for some of the time I was there. I was only there for a day. I stayed overnight. I got there Friday afternoon, and then I left Saturday afternoon. I meant to leave by like 1 or 2, but or by like noon or 1, but I ended up leaving at like almost 4. So I ended up getting home kind of late. It was like 10 o'clock. Dang, I'm sorry. Gotta coat that throat, baby. So, yeah, I have dogs barking, apparently. And the phone's not ringing. But, yeah, anyways, so that was my trip to Sacramento, or to the Bay Area, and then Sacramento. I had a great time seeing everybody. I hope you all had a good time seeing me too, even though I kind of started getting sick there towards the end, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little earlier show today, so we'll go to our commercial break, and then I'll come back and talk about the main topic, which is, did I die? Oh, no. I didn't die. I was just replaced by AI. Or was I? I don't know. It's inconclusive. I can't confirm or deny. Anyways, do a quick commercial break. Come back, talk about the Cassian Andor trailer that dropped today. Unexpected. I'll see you in a minute.
Cremation. The final frontier.
Richard's Pet Wedding Facilities.
And I give these stickers away at every pet wedding. The kids love them too.
This bag from, what's his name? Wild Dinosaur? Weren't they all wild? What an oxymoron. Anyways, I like to put my special things in this bag. Plus, I'm pretty sure this is my spirit animal.
Life gave me lemons. So I sold them for this sweet baseball tee. So don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com right up here. wilddinosaur.com. That's all the Wild Dinosaur merch you'll ever need there. Linda knows what she's talking about, so let's all give Linda the credit she deserves. So shoot, I thought about this earlier and I didn't do it. I was gonna put the Andor trailer up to look at. I guess it's kind of good that we don't do that, so I can maybe just go over some of the stuff that I liked about it. I wasn't expecting it to come out today, or I wasn't expecting it really, but you know, it's a really good trailer in my opinion. I think it sets up I think it sets up a show not a lot of us really knew what to expect from. I mean, because of the character Cassian Andor, who's Diego Luna from Rogue One, you kind of expect that, you know, he's got some lines in the movie that he talks about his past and how he ended up in the rebellion. And I don't think we expected really that this I mean, sorry, I'm still piecing this together in my head because I'm slow, particularly today. I don't know. I think we all expected Boba Fett or Obi-Wan to be like best Disney Plus shows. And they were kind of lackluster. I'm not starting off here being like Cassian Andor is going to be the best Star Wars show, but it's kind of shaping up to maybe actually do that. This trailer looks very Star Wars to me. It looks like Rogue One Star Wars, which is the most Star Wars that the new trilogy or the new era has had in the movies, at least. The most Star Wars. What kind of comment is that? It feels very much like we're in the universe. You know, we get in some of these earlier shots, there's you know, we see the Senate, so we know this is going to be like a political thriller. And really curious to see where is he? Right there. Really curious to see, there's this oh shoot, I forget, he's a security officer. There's a shot of this Imperial security officer in white, and it's Qyburn from Game of Thrones. I'm wondering what kind of role he's gonna play. He's great. I'm actually doing a Game of Thrones rewatch, which is the first time for me since season 8. It's a whole nother conversation I'll get into, but I am planning on having, if you're a fan of the old podcast, the old podcast channel, my old co-host Dusty, or co-host Pat and Dusty, we're both on every once in a while. Dusty might be making his appearance soon to talk about the Game of Thrones rewatch before House of Dragon happens in the next couple of weeks. But anyways, yeah, we see Qyburn here. I forgot. Boom. This is the poster that we have so far for Disney Plus, and it has a release date down there at the bottom that we'll talk about here shortly. But yeah, we have Qyburn as an Imperial security officer. And I can only hope he's as maliciously evil as Qyburn was. He was a really good, really interesting character. And I actually just kind of forgot how he popped up. I think he was saved by the Starks at Harrenhal. Anyways, we're talking about Andor here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what I have to say about Game of Thrones until my Game of Thrones episode. Oof, that was rough. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really didn't want to do an episode where I was just coughing into the mic. My throat was feeling better, so I figured it'd be fine. But woof. Anyways, Diego Luna looks like he's, maybe joined an Imperial police squad, or is at least going undercover. Was it Stellan Skarsgård? Yeah. Sorry, I just got a notification from YouTube, and it was that his new H3 thing. Sorry about that. We're talking about Andor. Nobody cares about me talking about H3. But yeah, I think there's a lot of really cool shots in here. There looks to be a new female lead, co-lead, I guess. I think this is the girl that was in... what was it? Was she in Morbius? I think she was in Morbius. I didn't see Morbius, but I thought I remembered her from the trailer. I think she's in Morbius. It's Morbin time. I wonder if they're going to say it's Andor time. Since she was in Morbius, I wonder if she's going to have a it's Morbin time moment. Is she better? She's earned it. That movie's earned it. It is Morbin time. It's always Morbin time. So yeah, there's this looks so great though. The CG looks the best. I don't think they shot I mean, they probably shot some of this on the volume, but a lot of this looks like real sets mostly, so streaming September 21st, it says. It was originally supposed to come out this month, at the end of this month. I think it was the 27th, and they seem to have pushed it to the 21st. But they are starting strong with 3 episodes, so that's cool. I'm fine with that. It sucks to have to wait a little bit more, but you know what's happening between then and now is a lot of stuff. House of the Dragon, the Lord of the Rings series, my birthday, Mars Volta is putting out a new record. So I think we're covered. But no, it'll be cool. We'll get 3 episodes to start with of Andor. And I'm curious if they're going to stick to a rough time frame, if they're all half-hour episodes or if they're longer. I know there's more episodes. I forget per season, but there's already a couple of seasons planned. Was it 2 or 3 announced for Andor? Which, great. This is the political intrigue Star Wars that the prequels never could be. Probably it has potential for that. But yeah, Stellan Skarsgård, he looks like he's recruiting Andor into the rebellion. I'm so sorry. Is he playing both sides? Is he a senator? I wonder if he's gonna be a mentor, not just for Diego Luna, possibly recruiting him, but also Mon Mothma, of how to live like the dual life of, being in the Senate and also spearheading the rebellion. And then the big cameo of the trailer is Saw Gerrera coming back. It makes sense for him to be here, I think. He's not as robot as we saw him in Rogue One. But remember, we've also seen him in the Clone Wars. That's where he stemmed from. He was actually an animated character first. Really interesting character. His story arc from where he started to how he ends up is it's cool to get that kind of story arc through multiple properties. I like that. It's not like it's cool to have to wait for a beginning, middle, and end for a character over multiple properties, but it is nice that they've sprinkled that in instead of made it a main focus. But yeah, Saw Gerrera is popping up. It just looks like awesome. This looks really awesome. And I will say, there's a couple of people in the trailer that I don't know who they are. There's this one guy I'm looking at here. And I really appreciate the fact that they've gone full sideburns. I do sideburns a little bit, but like I don't have the Star Wars sideburns. If I was an Imperial character in the original Star Wars, my sideburns would be down to here, down to the jawline. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should keep up with the Imperial Starburns from Community. Imperial sideburns. It really makes me feel the nostalgia. But yeah, there's all this. This looks super intriguing. Gritty in the Star Wars universe. There is a bit of. I feel comfortable using that word to a degree in this. It is the gritty Star Wars universe, not just the Skywalker saga. So we do see a little balance here of, it's sleek and clean and like the Senate and some of the banquet rooms or ballrooms or, offices that we see for some of the senators, like in some of the Mon Mothma scenes. She's talking to well-to-do people. It's really clean, but then you see the Diego Luna stuff, him growing up, or just the people in the world, and it's woof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this soon. But you got Diego Luna, or sorry, not sticking to that, but you see the other side of things where it's dirtier, feels like a little grimy, sandy, like Tatooine at times. So it looks like there's a better balance, or a good balance to those tones. This is such a great shot. Is that Fiona Shaw? Yeah, Fiona Shaw. She's Harry Potter's aunt in Harry Potter. There's one quick scene of her in this trailer. I've heard people say, "Oh, it's an old woman crying." It's Fiona Shaw, y'all. Get it straight. She's a fantastic actress. I've seen her in a number of things, and I can't wait to see her in this. I mean, who is that? There's this girl with the long hair, and she's got the red garb on. She looks like she's walking with intent down this hallway. But you know what? Maybe he has like a sister or somebody who is on the other side of maybe Cassian Andor has some family that he doesn't know about or thought was dead or something. It's part of the, I don't know. That'd be interesting. Just curious to see how this is going to go. I literally have zero idea where they could go with most of this. Looks like he's breaking out of a prison. Oh, and then this last thing that I wanted to bring up is this four-armed person looking like they're doing some medical work on somebody, stabbing him with a giant needle there. Is that a Maz Kanata species? Looks like it. I know the glasses make it look that way, but the orange skin, shape of the skull, things like that, make me feel like that's Maz Kanata species, which I don't remember what that is. There's just so many fantastic shots, and is that him either chasing or being chased by TIE fighters and them blowing up there at the end. This is a great trailer. 3-episode premiere September 21st. I'm all in. This is a slightly late birthday present for me, but I don't care. It's 3 days after my birthday. Hell yeah. So that looks great. I'm sorry I didn't have that on screen. I should have. I'm going to start trying to do that more, be a little bit more proactive about when I do trailers, have some visuals, because you know what? I can. It's just, well, the YouTube gods let me. I don't know. There was another trailer I started watching right before we went live. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Devotion? Yeah. I didn't get a chance to check this out yet. I just saw this earlier. Or was about to watch it right before I went live, is what I should say. But it looks pretty interesting. Who's in this one? Is it whoops. Is that Jonathan Majors? No, that's not the right one. Sorry, I'm really sloppy today. I apologize. Yeah, Jonathan Majors, Devotion. I'm just gonna read a quick synopsis, but we'll probably talk about this tomorrow. A pair of U.S. Navy fighter pilots risk their lives during the Korean War to become some of the Navy's most celebrated wingmen. Cool. Sounds like a great movie. Jonathan Majors, Glenn Powell. So he's all over. Glenn Powell's all over those airplane movies, huh? There's some cool people in here. Thomas Sadowski from I remember him from what was that show? I forget the name of the show. The one with Jeff Daniels, where he was the news. Oh, it's news something. Oh my God, Newsroom. Joe Jonas. Yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting cast. Ooh, I've seen her in stuff before. What was she in? She was in Hawkeye. Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna call it a day. My throat's starting to get rough. I wanted. Let me blow my nose real quick. And I want to talk about one more quick thing. Excuse me. So when I got back from my trip, yesterday off, and I've been playing guitar, so that's a good thing. Working on some new stuff, I think. I don't know where I'm at with recording new music right now for myself. I have a lot of stuff to finish already, but I did decide I think I need to play a good video game while I intermittently work on stuff. I have a couple of games for PS5 I haven't played yet. One of them being, there's the Uncharted 2-pack that I got. I haven't played that yet. Jedi Fallen Order, haven't played that yet. I'm a little scared from that one because people say the gameplay is weird. And then I have an Injustice League video game that I got, and Horizon Forbidden West. Or, wait, what's the newest one? Is that Zero Dawn? I don't remember. I think it's Horizon Forbidden West. Yeah. So, I was going to play that one, or I should be playing that one as my next go through. Oh yeah, let me get rid of this graphic. So I'm gonna so I just wanted to like play something, and I wanted to play something kind of light. So I decided to play this other game that I got for a couple bucks called was it Windbound? And both King of Seas and Windbound are annoyingly frustrating. It's just not intuitive, the controls. So, I don't know. They're games that I might play, like, every, like, couple of years, just for, like, 5 minutes of fun. Or to just, I don't know, try something else. Hey, Jason. Always catch me when I'm quitting. Well, I was off last week, so don't feel too bad about that. But, yeah, no, I got sick when I was out of town and I got sick, so I'm cutting the show a little bit early because my throat's getting kind of rough, if you can hear it. But yeah, I was just talking about how I played some of these video games. They kind of sucked. Windbound, it's just not easy to control stuff. It's a boating game. You're supposed to just cruise around, and like super fucking annoying. So I think while I recuperate tonight, I'm definitely doing my Game of Thrones. I'm a weirdo. I think working in TV made me start doing multiple things at once. I like to either listen to an audiobook. Logan plays Fallen Order. Does he like it? I want to play it because I know it's a great story, but I'm a little worried about. I've just heard people being frustrated with some of the controls. That's all. That's the only reason it kind of puts me off. But yeah, if people are saying good things about it, maybe I'll start that tonight. But I do have Horizon Forbidden West loaded up over there too, so I might get at that. But yeah, no, I like to do do two things at once sometimes. So I'll play video games and either listen to an audiobook or a show or something like that. And I'm doing that Game of Thrones rewatch. We'll do a Game of Thrones discussion before House of the Dragon comes out this week. Or sorry, not this week, this month. The story is good. He gets very frustrated. Yeah, see, that's the thing I've heard from everybody is just I think it's what is it? You got to run up walls and then jump from wall to rope to, this, that, the other. And it can get a little frustrating. That's what I've heard. But I definitely want to play it before the sequel comes out. There's a sequel coming out sometime. I don't know if there was a release date for it, but it's going to be called Jedi Survivor, I believe. And the trailer they put out for it looked pretty cool. So, bluff. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a sign for me. I think I gotta go. I need more liquids for sure. But I'll be back tomorrow. I might do another kind of short episode tomorrow, depending on how my throat feels. But I'm back. I'm trying to plan one more trip this year or this summer to go visit my brother. in Washington, D.C., and my nephew. Oh, yep, and if frame rates are low, it gets real bad. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I do luckily have a PlayStation 5, which this is like the first, well, I can't say it's the first new system. It's the first PlayStation I've ever purchased for myself. Jason used to come over when we were younger and play video games sometimes, and my brother had a PlayStation back then, and we'd, oh man, Twisted Metal and what was the Bubble Bobble, I think it was, that we used to play all the time. That was great. Let's see. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna get going, Jason. I hope you come back. I'll try to do longer episodes. Also, feel free to like let me know if you think a different time would be best for me to like do these shows. Okay, yeah, I'll send you messages. I've had a couple of other friends ask me to do that too, so yeah, no problem. All right, well, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get some yeah, yes, and tater tots. So many tater tots. I still prefer tater tots over French fries if possible. When I lived in Portland, most restaurants in Portland offer tater tots, and it was like heaven. Oh, ow, rough. Okay, I'm gonna get going. Sorry, Jason, I gotta go. I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I should start an email list. That's not a bad call. Yeah, I'll send out. Yeah, I'm. That's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Thanks, Jason. Okay. And oh yeah, the last two things before I go are plugging my website again, wilddinosaur.com. You can get all kinds of cool stuff: stickers, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, socks, stuff like that. And then I also really, I think it's really important, women's reproductive health rights in this country. So I have a link to donate to Planned Parenthood, just because I think that's a really important organization to donate to. So I'm gonna get going, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.